Tuber's High Score Challenge, recording late on a Sunday night, kicking off the new season with R-Type Leo. Nice warm day today, a little bit too warm to be honest. I had sort of quite a heavy night last night, so I've kind of just been sort of lying around sweltering and sort of trying to build up the energy to put me running. Very, very busy week as well, so it's kind of my practice on this. I've been trying to chip away at it throughout the week, but it's not one I've been able to put a huge amount of time into. But nonetheless, I've given it a good go, I feel. So let's see how this run goes. I've played this a couple of times before, not back in the day, but I've sort of like been to some arcades, arcade club, also at Blackpool. They've had a cabinet, and given it a few goes there, so I've kind of got like a bit of an idea. In fact, I do have the ROM downloaded for MAME as well, so I managed to have had a few goes on it in the past, but it's not one I'm overly familiar with, to be honest. I'd say it feels a little bit different from the other R-Types I've played. It's certainly got like just a bit more of like a loose, sort of light feel about it. It's not quite as unforgiving as the other R-Types I've played. There tends to be sort of like quite a bit of it eases you into the game sort of fairly gradually in this, and sort of nothing too harsh appears to catch you out. R-Type's notorious for having to be very exact and know exactly what's coming on some bits, but I feel as though with this one you can sort of get reasonably far, sort of just like using your reflexes and trying to dodge the bullets as best as you can. Lovely graphics in this one, by the way. I do like the just the ship, the backgrounds. All looks very nice. Yeah, one of the most visually impressive ones, I think. So, end of first level boss. Thing is a bit different in this R-Type is that the force pod it just fires a bit differently. You don't sort of detach it as such and let it float around. You kind of unleash it with a button and recall it, which I know you kind of did anyway. But this is kind of like it's almost like a secondary attack, which you want to keep on like blasting out fairly often, just to clear the screen a bit. So level 2 here, nice desert theme, nice bright colours. For the most part, I have gone for that green laser power up. It's just got that sort of homing element, which is useful for picking off sort of ships, sort of just which are above or below you. So that helps. It's sort of like keeping the screen as clear as possible. That's it sounds obvious, but that's my general tactic really. Is I just try and enemies on screen, sort of get rid of them as soon as possible before they start pinning you down with the bullets. So it's something you'd naturally want to do anyway, but yeah, with the green laser, it just I find it's helpful just for like picking those extra enemies off. The other power-ups, there's like a red sort of like forward focus laser beam, which is very powerful. That's very useful for the bosses, so it's quite handy to be able to have that if you're able to. The other one is kind of like the blue, sort of like diagonal, sort of like a laser, sort of like three-way thingy. Launches to the top and bottom, but didn't really get a huge hit rate with that. So yeah, again, it was sort of mostly the green and occasionally the red power up I was using. So here we go. I've just picked up the red beam here. Interesting sort of spinny things. Yeah, don't get too close to the boss because it can catch you out just when it unleashes some of those spinny things. But not too bad. It doesn't take too many hits. just a few rounds of your force thingy. Okay, level 3 tropical level. Yeah, really like the graphics on this one. Sort of nice and green. So, again, interesting backgrounds as well. Yeah, I do like this one a lot. I'd just say as well, for the most parts, the enemies you blast your way through the level, they don't take too many hits really. There's one or sort of two which might take a few more, but yeah, for the most part they need sort of like a couple of bullets anyway. So again, like the red beam, sort of like probably a bit overkill for a lot of the levels, and it doesn't have that kind of homing advantage either. Yeah, just got to be a little bit careful with these. Like net down and fire lasers there. Yeah, and unleash the force thingy just slightly early on that bit, just to sort of give yourself like an escape route as they come from the top and bottom. But yeah, the rest of it is all quite manageable, really. Right, yeah, I should have picked up the red laser beam there, because it's coming up to the boss, so that was a mistake, but never mind. So this boss here, very tricky at first, but not too bad once you get the hang of it, although I did just lose life straight away there. So there's the bit in the middle to shoot, which also fires like a big laser, but just to complicate things, you've got the thing at the top launching out this thing which sort of chases you around the screen, and also like a few bullets as well. You can just do a quick dodge, so it kind of like circles around you, and as long as you stay below the main beam weapon it fires out, then you're generally pretty safe. So I've been able to do that without losing a life, but yeah, I did lose one right at the start there. Okay, level 4. Floating continent. Yeah, it's sort of quite a again another interesting level. I quite like it. So the screen filling up a bit with bullets here. Those things which shoot their cannons when they explode on the roof. It sort of causes that shower of sort of downward bullets, but nothing too major. So yeah, it's all quite reasonable with what it throws at you. It gives you a chance. These bits are tricky. I was looking not to lose a life there, but yeah, want to take those out as soon as possible. There's some at the back here as well, which they'll try and get me in a minute. Yeah, just sort of eight-way shots, a bit awkward. Yeah, I've kind of changed my opinion on this game a couple of times as I've been playing it. When I've played it before, which is like just been like the one-off here and there, I've kind of thought, yeah, this is really good. Yeah, I just like really want to nail this, like play properly someday. And I started playing it as part of the tubers when I've been able to, and it's kind of like, yeah, I mean, I still like it, but I think I prefer the other art types really. But as I was kind of like getting a bit further and sort of getting the hang of these levels, then it's kind of like, yeah, actually, no, I mean, I'm enjoying it a bit more again. It's all, I think there's 6 levels in total, so it seems very completable, which is sort of quite nice, and it's like a challenge I'd like to get around to. So a bit of a spoiler there, I might not complete it on this run. So the boss here is a bit tricky. It's quite distracting and easy to get hit by the bullets, but I did really well there and didn't lose a life, I think, so well done me. Okay, area 5. So yeah, when I've been practicing, I'd not really got this far before on 1 credit, so it's kind of like I can't quite remember what was coming up here, but I don't think I do too bad considering. Oh, hit there. So yeah, just find the right spot to make way through this bit. Oh yeah, could have done better there, but never mind. The screen was filling up a bit. I was giving it some practice with some credit run throughs, like yeah, sort of just feeding the credits in and seeing what the game was like. But yeah, when it gets to around this point, it's like things sort of did start to get a bit more problematic. Okay, just here, but I kind of like reach my limit soon. Yeah, but again, like yeah, from what I did see, I'd say it does look quite completable. So yeah, one I'd sort of quite like to have another crack at someday. So end of the boss here. Yeah, this is where it just got a little bit too tricky for me. Yeah, shot there. He does this massive laser beam thing as well. Yeah, even on the credit run through that, I hadn't sort of like cracked that bit. It's caused me difficulties. That I mean, I've sort of, got through with enough credits, but yeah, very, very difficult. But anyway, that's my score. What do we have? 650,700 points. So. Putting my name. See the high score table. There we go. So, yep, that's my score. And bye for now.